There we go.
That's all I need to do.
You can open it and see if they up here on the Patreon.
I don't know where that is.
Right here. Go up to that one. Y'all gonna see us what we do all the damn time. We sitting up here, two old people trying to figure out.
We've been fighting with these things for hours, but our stuff is not working like it's supposed to.
Is what we doing.
But there's always some opposition, so.
I don't even know how many people in here, but I'm guessing by that little thing, there's only us in here. So
this also will be recording, right?
What? Patreon page?
Yeah.
Is also recording, yeah.
So yeah.
Go out. I hate this. There we go. I should see me. Yep.
So you need me to put this up here?
Nope, you take that one.
This is this?
Yep. So we about to cheat for a minute. And how we gonna cheat for a minute is y'all gonna see me go double live. That's how we gonna cheat. But for you who are sitting in the room with me, we are going to go live on TikTok for a second, and I'm gonna shut all them off. You know the funny part in all of this and making Queen Savage and making the Savage room. You want to know what the biggest funny part is? That my son loves turning down his thing, and I should make sure y'all can hear me because that might help just a little bit. Wait.
I can hear you when you was talking. See, you turn it up if you want.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Did I pause? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you can hear. I just turn this down to keep the echo off.
Okay. All right, y'all.
We apologize for the late start, technical difficulties. Like I said, we've been fighting with this thing all day. So
if you're in the room, I just want you to say hello. But some of y'all, I'm about to cheat. I am. Because in exactly 20 minutes, I seen some people went live today, knowing that today is Savage Room. But you know, it is what it is. So
they always
get all of that
show
under
what
I
they
don't
really
it's
think
make it a
or
lot
feel.
easier.
I don't.
What they say.
Your body's
No,
not like
they don't.
when everything's not spiking.
People told me I was doing the wrong thing
and then
by
you're gonna
teaching
go
my
back
kids
up here
that,
and you're gonna do,
about friendship and non-friendship.
And then just again, tap, 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 tap.
Friendship
type
versus
and
acquaintances.
in the chat.
Turn it in.
Like I'm going to.
Are you trying to get on your thing?
I'm trying to get on live here, but I don't.
Stop her. Let her stop talking, right?
Oh, what's the name here? I don't care.
I think I got it together though.
We did. Now watch this. You can now receive grant request.
Why? So they could take 85% of it?
I ain't worried about it.
That ain't crazy.
This is funny.
What you doing here now?
I'm gonna. They about to look at
see
it.
If somebody tell people that you up, so you can tell them where to go. So you can remind them what time it is.
And look at all the people. You're joining the wrong live. If I turn this camera around like this, you should be looking at that. The Baby Whisperer is going to get out of this live and go back to her Patreon in exactly 10 minutes. And somebody calling me, and I ain't even answered. New York, go pay $5. You're in the wrong live. I'm only up here right now for a reason. Half of you need to go to the Patreon page, and I have a lot of you just coming up here. That's just crazy. That's crazy. So I'm about to cut this live off, and I'm about to continue on the Savage Room. If you go type in Patreon page.com, the Patreon.com, type in the Baby Whisper Movement, and you might want to go hit on Savage Room because that's where I'm going back to. You see, everybody say they back everybody up, and I don't. This is why I shake my head at our community right here, right about now. Oh, they don't even show me because I'm on um live with the Patreon page. We about to cut off here in a second. So for some of y'all who's seeing me, I advise you to go to the Patreon page, the patreon.com. And then I advise you to type in the Baby Whisper Movement. And then I advise you to nicely go over to that membership of the Savage Room, put $5 in, and keep going. Because just in case you think I'm lying, we are live and proud. I can't see. Can you see us? No. There we go. There we go. I'm on the Patreon page. And before I lose my voice, since I got 19 and 18 of y'all in here, it won't even show me. See, this is the bullshit TikTok, dude. It won't even show me. Nope. Where's the thing at? Well, I won't even know. Won't even show me how many people in this room. Yet I see all of y'all who are joining. So the Baby Whisper gonna say, peace. I see you behind the fire doors. That's what I'm about to say. $182 people. I don't care.
If half of them go there, that'll be a good jump.
Which is why I'm saying, before we start the Savage Room, I'm always going to start off with some moments of peace. Here's what I have to say with my moments of peace. Some of y'all claim that y'all back people up. Some of y'all claim y'all got people back. Some of y'all turn around and say, hey, Baby Whisper, we're here for everything you need and we're going to help you. And very rarely do I see somebody who got my back other than my partner. Well, there's one more person got my back, but she ain't got no money, so she don't count right now. It ain't always about money. It's about respect. And I shouldn't have to demand respect for something that I should get it for anyway. I've dropped the mic 3 times. I dropped the mic for Stranger Danger. I dropped the mic for what did I do? I don't even hell know what I did. I know I did Wrong Side of the Traffic, which started a hell of a beat. I dropped the mic for the last one that I did about uplifting yourself. And for some reason, you still want me to get into this place and demand respect out of something that is my gift. I'm going to slide out the way because, I'm going to go pee while he going to do the welcome. And this is Savage Room. This is the real raw that people need to hear. And for some of y'all who look at me and say, Baby Whisper, you tell us what you can do, but you never do it. You's a damn lie. Get yourself together and understand that everything ain't handed to you. Got no truck. Introduce them.
What's up, everybody? Just take a minute and get yourself together here for you guys. Listen, we had a lot to do. I had a lot of technical difficulties, things we had to work on for ourselves. But we got it all together for you guys. We up here, we going. It didn't seem like many people had showed up to begin with. So I'm just going to say, anyhow, if anyone shows up or don't, if y'all watch this on the replay later when you come into the Savage Room, welcome. It's been a long road, but we here, y'all. So, queens and kings, as we gather tonight under the banner of Unleash Your Beast, I just feel a surge of emotion that's been running through me. Because I've been knowing the whole time it's been building up. Tonight is not just an event. It's a culmination, a raw passion, untamed dreams, and a relentless pursuit of the extraordinary. So, in the stillness of this moment, let us just acknowledge the untapped potential that resides within each one of us. A potential waiting to be set free, to roam the vast areas of our souls, and to unleash the beast that lies dormant within. See, for too long, way too long, we've been confined by the shackles of doubt, fear, just oppositions that restrain our wildest ambitions and dim the brightness and resilience of our light. But see, we're not gonna put up with that anymore. Tonight we're gonna take a bold step. We're gonna take a bold step towards liberation and self-discovery. Because that's what we're here for, y'all. We're here to learn how to unleash that beast. You understand? Because today we had to unleash some more of our beast we didn't even know we had. It was a hard push, but it was well worth it. So as we embark on this journey together, let us embrace the chaos that resides within us. For it's within the chaos that we find our true selves. The untamed, unapologetic self-worth having, the ones who refuse to be confined by the limitations of society and expectations of others. So tonight, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, we stand on the cleft of greatness. We ready to cast aside our inhibitions and embrace the untamed spirit that courses through our veins. See, we should just revel in the beauty of our imperfections because it's our flaws that make us human. And it's our humanity that fuels our quest for greatness. So let us raise a glass, or in my case, a bottle, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. We're going to raise a glass to the wild ones, to the dreamers, and the fearless souls who refuse to be tamed by the constraints of the world. Together, let us unleash the beast within us and forge a path towards a future filled with boundless possibilities. Welcome to Unleash Your Beast, where the ordinary becomes the extraordinary, and our wildest dreams can take flight. Tonight, we're going to dare, I said dare, we're going to dare y'all to be wild, to be free, and to embrace the untamed spirit that lies within us. Again, welcome to Unleash Your Beast. Whisper if y'all hear me.
Has it fallen into what I'm running? I wouldn't just another sister let she had it coming. Name calling, has it fallen into what I'm running? I wouldn't just another sister let she had it coming. Hold my Heineken patchy, I'm about to catch a charge. Bitches that think they hard to snuff, fuck a bodyguard. They need to shut the fuck up.
One of the realest
all they can do is be mad at me and
rap
threaten me. Niggas don't know I'm nice with these. You pay the price with these. Everybody's Pisces, your life sense. You couldn't see me if you looked at my life like mirror. The style is cheesy. I don't want that beat. Better be wary. Cause it was necessary. Shoot the joints on you something too fair. And all your rappers selling more sex than skill. Chill, I rip your style. Oh, the wow, keep my sex appeal. Don't get it twisted, yo. I never really favored you. And I was raised by my niggas from the flavor you. So fuck giving props where they ain't. Do fuck you and that nigga who wrote the rhyme for you too. I get hot when you play play my spot, you get laid like rugs. And you'll never be the woman that your father was. Stop flirting with my last nerve and head south. Next bitch say something word going in your mouth. Name calling hasn't fallen into what I'm running. I wouldn't diss another sister like she had it.
Queen Latifah just said,
Mhm.
name calling hasn't
Hasn't
fallen
fallen
into
into what I'm running.
what she's running.
Let's get it, baby.
I wouldn't diss another sister unless she had it coming. So many times I told y'all about words. So many times. Now, if you see me snorkeling and snorting and sneezing, my blood pressure has reached a known high. Apparently, the baby whisper can be a 10 man. Didn't know that. I ain't trying to know that either. So, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, before we start, I'm going to get some off my chest. In this program, I have touched a lot of people unknowingly. I have touched a lot of people who came for help. I've touched a lot of people to get sponsors to look at me. But see, I'm going to tell y'all the difference. For the last couple of days, somebody been asking me what is Queen Savage and Savage Queen. A Queen Savage is a woman that has nothing. She has lost it all. She has failed at least twice on everything she's been trying to do. She will not kill for sport. She will not kill for her kingdom. She will kill for people that she loves. But she understands why to kill. She doesn't have it as her first option. If you get her to that point, then you have done something completely wrong. Queen Savage has lost everything and built a kingdom of strong individuals that she's helped put back together. When she say this is her kingdom, this is her world, she has built this kingdom for a reason. But she doesn't judge. She tells you, come on in my kingdom, but you got to work and get yourself together. That is a true queen. But Savage Queen has fought her way for things that don't belong for her. She has killed, stealed, and destroyed to get to where she at. She has taken everybody else's man, husband, child, and told them that they have to do for her. She has manipulated her world to be around her. Now I'm going to stop there because in Authentically Me on the February 28th, I will carry that story on. However, you all come in here and say, I'm a queen, I'm coming, I'm a queen. A queen stands by her word. How many of y'all stand by y'all word? I told you I was like Roscoe. Don't go there with me. Anyway, how many of y'all stand by y'all word? Even if it's a word saying, girl, I'm going to go and see you. I ain't got no money. I have two questions. My sponsors have fussed at me and told me that my prices that I have is not showing what I'm worth. I tested y'all. I gave you a test to prove them wrong, and y'all ended up proving me wrong. How hilarious. I gave you a test, and I put everything dirt cheap, even for the family, dirt cheap. Turned around and had many people and businesses tell me, Baby Whisper, what are you doing? It was nothing like an old woman, and Chuck counts, but let's talk about this old woman. On the bus, this old woman saw me, and she said, sweetheart, until you tell them that you will not settle and you will not help them for something that is less than your worth, then you're not going to get respect. We say that the old queens don't know what they're talking about. How many people am I looking at right now? I bet you all the people that's in this house right now are my sponsors. How much you want to bet? I bet you half of y'all are still waiting for me to go back to TikTok and put some up there for free. How the hell did I have at 2:30 today? I had 828 people heard me speak I jumped on TikTok a couple of minutes ago, and I had quickly within 5 minutes, we had 400 people. I don't know how many people in this place right now. Right now, I mean, I'm looking at one person. That could be true. That couldn't be true. I don't know what it is. I do know this. I'm not going to stop because you think that everything needs to come to you. That's what's wrong with the communities, and that's all communities. You want to put yourself a part of something, but you never want to help something grow. We say buy from Black businesses, and then we see all the rest of the businesses on Saturday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and some of y'all get paid on Monday and Tuesday. We see all of them full, and the Black businesses still sitting there watching you go into somebody else's store. Now I'm about to tell you up. You ready? Welcome to the Savage Room. I would be Queen Yvonne. Did she just tell you her legal name? Yes, I did. What are you going to do but get your feelings hurt if you're trying to go do something? Not the point. In this space, this is sacred space. This is a learning ground. Why did I make the Savage Room? The Savage Room is made to train us, to uplift us, empower us, and remind us not of the past that we can't control. We need to remind each other what the game is. But how many of y'all gonna do that? Now, for those of y'all who believe, you can go report something, this is my page. This is the Patreon page. The only how anybody shows you love is if they go to where they have to prove whether they have the loyalty or not. So let's talk about something so I can help y'all out a little bit. We came into this door that says unleash your beast. By the time you done, either you're going to be real pissed off with me or you're going to understand what I'm trying to do. I believe it was one of my most favorite actors. Viola Davis said, we all say what we going to do, but your words and your actions don't match your character. And you know what I kept saying when I was studying to do this room? I kept saying, I said, what the hell does that mean? Then I do encouraging things before I have to do something. I watched The Woman King, and she told them girls that what comes out of your mouth is not the strength of what your beast is, but the actions that you go tell what person you are. So she trained them to train a beast to be strong and loyal to the fact of they girls they fight with, they stick with. You see somebody hurting them, you intervene. I ain't say go in there and kill yourself. I say you intervene. And then some girls looked at me and said, I don't know what they got. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, princes and princesses, you are put here to help people. People are not put here to help you. That ain't made no sense. That's an oxymoron. Please listen to me very slowly. Very slowly. Our assignments, every assignment that you have, teaching, entertaining, speaking, cooking, is for other people. What is a beast? What is a beast? I hate to tell you this, but if you gonna write down that a beast is an animal, you're lying to yourself. If you gonna write down that a beast is another being, you are lying to yourself. The beast in you is your spirit man, spirit woman, whatever the hell you want to call it. Why do they use animals? Hold 1 second, let me explain what beast is. It is the inner self of you. Some people say, they got a little girl inside. Yeah, they do. Some people got a joker inside of them. That's their inner beast. What you just say, babe? Was some people got a joker in them. That is their beast. Some of y'all got serpents. And before I go there, Some of y'all motherfuckers are magicians. You don't have that inner self of an assignment. You have that inner self or fucking with other people. Ooh, watch your mouth. Why? I'm on the Patreon page. I'm 100% me. I can talk hood and I can talk proper. I don't know about talking white. It might sound a little bit funny. Or I can speak other languages. But who I am down to the bottom of me makes me who I am. Your beast is your inner self. Where is your beast? Some of y'all got chains on your beast. You know, the change of falsehood, the change of depression, the change of sheep, the chain of truth. When those of y'all who got changed the truth, you are holding in secrets that your ass need to be telling. And because they got that little thing on you, you know what the link is? The link is whatever the hell you did. And I'm still coughing. I told y'all that. Well, how do we focus the beast? You got to take the beast back to the baby. How do we do that, baby whisper? You know that word called carriage? Remember that word? Remember the TV show Carriage, the Cowardly Dog? Y'all know what that is? Y'all know what it is. Y'all just want to date yourselves. Well, I'm going to date myself. Carriage, the Cowardly Dog was to teach people, actually, it was to teach young adolescents and teenagers how to channel the beast within them. Remember? Because he would be up there saving that old man like hell. And everybody said he was a coward, but he was the only one saving people. Y'all remember that? And then he was bald pink. Because when you take off our skin color, no matter how or what you look like now, you gonna be bald pink. And if you not, I would wonder if you not a clone. Because apparently they got a couple of them educational purposes, because you know the government can go anywhere. But then you say, why are we taking it back to our bald pink? What are we doing? See, we are born royalty. Some of us were born from ancestors that fought. They would be the warriors. Some of us are born from ancestors that created things. They, right there, will be the teachers and engineers. Some of us were born from ancestors that just took. Guess what? They would be the magicians. Do you know the board of life? The board of life is a chessboard. I ain't getting there yet, but it's a chessboard. So let me put you back on the board. Because at this point in time, if you don't understand your inner strength, you're not even in the game. I hate to tell you. You one of them people that every time you go to a game, you know your ass is on that bench. You a bench rider. Put yourself back in the game. Baby whisper, how do we tame? You ain't nobody taming that, sweetheart. You ain't waking it up either. Y'all know sometimes when y'all go do something stupid, then somebody be like, that was stupid. You looking all around. Or you hear somebody say, get up. You swear down on all these social media platforms that you have a ghost in your house. I done seen it. Somebody just sitting there and they just hit some and they didn't enhance it so we can hear it too, because we can't hear what's in your head. Some of them voices in your head don't need medicine. They need your courage. They need your attention. They need your honesty to yourself. They need your loyalty to yourself. So let's start here. In order for you to tap into your inner beast, to unleash it, you must have loyalty to yourself. Now I got a question. They said the most powerful man can give his last dollar to his friend. But can that same man give it to his enemy? As soon as you say, that right there means you ain't grown. You're going to say, how would you say that to us? A king and a queen will pass out their last dollar. That's not their last dollar, but it's that last dollar for the day because they budgeted. It's their last dollar for the day. Even if it is your last dollar to your paycheck, and you looking at somebody, and somebody telling you, give that man a quarter. I don't know what a quarter can buy these days. I don't think nothing can be bought with it. I don't think nothing can be bought with $1, because now the dollar store is $1.25. That's not the point, though. The point is, You look at what is your gain. If you look at everything in this world at what is your gain, you are phony to yourself. If you look at what is everybody else in my world, you are phony to yourself. Because on the game of chess, every piece has its place. But everybody's supposed to protect the king and queen. Before you ask me, well, who's the first knight? Your beast is your first knight. If you're not loyal to yourself, you are never loyal to anybody else. And some of y'all need to go back. And I mean, you need to read the Webster Dictionary of loyalty because you don't even know what it means. Being loyal doesn't mean talking behind somebody's back. Being loyal don't mean that everything that somebody tell you, you put against them at a later time where you know you're going to win a fight. Being loyal does not mean that because you hear something you don't like, you turn on somebody. I'm sorry, but you have become a jester. And your animal is just sitting right there. But you just said it want an animal. We are on the top of the food chain. Did y'all not know that? Did you not know that a human being can be a savage straight off the bat? Why? Because we eat every goddamn thing on this earth. But y'all don't understand what savage means. So you keep using words the wrong way. And people keep changing words to mean the wrong thing. And by the time you get done, you looking at everybody like, define me. Let me help you out. Get your ass up, look in that mirror and tell yourself, I'm going to do this today. That little person that you hear in the morning that be like, when you wake up, she not going to look right. And you going to wake up and you going to be like, ooh, what I just went to sleep with. You just went to sleep with a magician who woke up like a jester. And you trying to figure out where them 3 parts on her hat went. I'm not telling y'all that you're going to have to change yourself. You're going to have to change your mentality. The beast in you is your soul. You're going to say, I don't believe in souls. Okay. Well, you don't believe in souls. The rest of us who have some spirituality is going to be out here living our great life. And before you tell me that you've been going through hell for the past couple of months, welcome to those of us who got an assignment. Some of us are put here to remind us, but nobody is put here to do for themselves. And until you get what is going on, until you understand what you see, until you can understand who you are, you will never wear your crown straight. So then we're going to say, how do first you got to wake them up. First, you got to wake them up and say, girl, where you at? You got to wake them up and say, I don't know what's happening today, bro. My whole life done changed. They say if you talk to yourself, you crazy. I have 2 questions. 2 of the most important men in history. 2 of the most important men in history was told that they were the most craziest men in the world, but the most intelligent. Can you tell me why? I can tell you why. You see, Tesla, who said he used to sit there and he used to think about his inventions, but his end game was not for self. His end game was so that he can create free electricity, more things electrical for the world. They tell you if you dream of changing the world, then you are not having a reality. I'm going to tell you why. Because every single magician and jester is coming for your ass. They are the ones that you call the demons of the world. Why do I call them that? Because they seek out to kill your inner beast before they take you out. You can't die without changing that inner beast. And that inner beast ain't never going to go nowhere because that's your soul. You can sell your inner beast and think you're going to get somewhere. So I feel so sorry for all of y'all in Hollywood, in the music business, wherever, the dance clubs. I feel so sorry for you because right now, that pressure you feel is them chains. And every time a magician want to change a trick, he gonna pull the chain. It don't matter whether it's your girlfriend, your friend, your homeboy. You call him back to you. Why do you think they show you this white light going out of your mouth? Like, this is such a groovy time. Listen, we ain't in the 60s no more. I'm pretty sure that weed got good, but I'm pretty sure it ain't got that damn good that you're going to sit there and watch some white come out your mouth and y'all are not going to move. Everything is worded so it will not help you get farther in life. And unfortunately, if you are part of the Black community, you are never hearing what you need to hear. Every single person is going to pull at you and tell you that you need to stand back. And I'm not just talking about Black kids, because let me tell you something. As a teacher, I noticed some things. And we keep saying that these white kids got it good. Did y'all know that they feeding into them the drugs so they can control their mind? See, some of our kids gonna look like, am I really gonna want this ass whipping tonight? What y'all forgetting is they are so overlooked because they supposed to be the dominant ones. You have more teenagers getting into more things. In the Caucasian, excuse me, I'm not gonna call y'all that. Listen, in the white neighborhood, in the Spanish neighborhood, you already a worker bee. You come out being a worker bee. Essay. They don't even call y'all kings and queens. They call y'all straight up essays. My friend will do this work for cheap. You can be one of the smartest people in this world. Why am I saying this? Because y'all keep thinking about race. Y'all keep thinking about color. But you told me you ain't want to do what the white man say. I have a question for the white man. For those of y'all who have slavery going back, I have a question. How many of the first people stayed alive? Because my people were here. And I know for damn sure, some of them rebellions, some of them fights, we don't even see. And let them lie to you about what happened to the lost colony in Virginia. But if you ever want to know the truth, the baby whisperer grandfather told her. Very much so. Told her. And for those of y'all who saying they learned witchcraft from the slaves, sweetheart, no, they didn't. They learned witchcraft from the Africans in Europe and Ireland. They brought it over here because this land was not supposed to be known to have anybody on it. Although some of their boats came back to them with just heads on it. Because, you know, an animal like a tiger or a bear gonna need a head. Yeah, according to them. Why the hell do you think they call the savages? Y'all thinking of the wrong thing. See, y'all thinking of the boats came over. You're forgetting about the people who were here. Because there were people here. And the first thing in the native land they teach you, your spirit man must grow. Before you become adult, you must mature your spirit man. That is your inner beast. Now, let's talk about the animals. For Unleash Your Beast, you're going to see a jaguar. I want you to go look up what a jaguar means. I don't want to know the spiritual of a jaguar. I want you to go look up the actual animal and tell me what its strengths are. Then you're going to see a tiger. The poor tiger is underlined underneath the lion, and the lion ain't even the strongest one, but that's not the point right now. Then you're going to see a tiger. And the tiger, the poor tiger, who going on about her business, and most of the time, you don't even see guys. Guys be like, man, forget this. I ain't going out there. The girl going to get the food. Did the lion do the exact same thing? Because the lioness is the strong one. She's the one who go get the food. When he show up, he like, get the hell out of my courtyard. You keep thinking that this is all not connected. This is the animal kingdom. And dummies, whispers, we're at the top. Why are we at the top? Because we got guns. That's the only reason why we at the top. Because if we ain't had no guns or no knives, trust me, we would not be at the top. We'd be way down there with the flag. You looking at me like I'm crazy, like she talking about all kinds of things. in this room, you will get gems and knowledge. It is up to you to put it together. But I refuse. I refuse to tell you the nice way where something's going. When I've told you 100 times in words, why they call them spells, words have meaning. They speak into life. So speak into yourself. Now, for professional services, I'm going to let all of you know that this content is copyrighted, trademarked, and whatever else in the lawful way belonging to the Baby Whisperer movement. So please listen to me. You go up to that mirror. Now, for funny purposes, what is that song? I look fly. I look good. Touch my swag. I'm going to tell you why he made that song. He made that song for all the teenagers. Y'all don't even know that. Although he cussing his ass off at the end, he still made that song for the teenagers. Why did he make that song? Put yourself in front of that mirror in the morning. You know, when your breath stinks, you don't want to be awake. You trying to figure out what the hell happened the night before. In that moment, call your name out and tell yourself where you going. Forgive yourself for what you have done. Some of y'all gonna have some forgiving about 18 years because y'all did some shit y'all ain't had no business, but that's not the point. The point is you have to learn how to take accountability and call yourself out. I don't mean an affirmation, although some of y'all need affirmations. Why do we have affirmations? We have affirmations so every day we call ourselves out. Speak into the world. He said, there was light. Then there was light. He said, and then they would be done. And it is good. Y'all want to know about spirituality. You keep telling me about a building. I'm still looking for that old building that Jesus went into, because he did go into temples, but his ass went outside to preach. Did y'all know that? How do I know that? I've been on that side. And for those of y'all who are going to be talking about, she's talking about Israel. I've been to Israel, but there's a small place called Medjugorje. It sure is. And some of them people, and they even got monks. Some of them people in there understand something. See, a lady stood outside. She was outside the church. Everybody was congregated around her outside the church. The priest came out and told her, demon, go away. So she said, I'm waiting for you to walk away. Did you get it? Can you hear me? Do you feel me? Some of y'all gonna still say at the end of this video that you ain't gonna understand what it means to unleash your beast. Call your courage. You go to yourself and you say, courage, I ain't got none of you today. There's not a liquid carriage. There's not a smoking carriage. There's not a shooting carriage or snort one that is going to help you come into you. Not one. The only courage that will help you is the strength of your heart. And lion heart, nope, not yet. That ain't none of your business. We ain't nowhere near the reckoning. Nope. We still trying to figure out what the savageness is. And before somebody tell me about potential of yourself, how the hell, if you don't understand your strength, how the hell you going to understand your potential? Because your potential is not by a piece of paper that your boss give you. It ain't even that dead president check. Your potential is what your morality is of what you will and will not do. That is the true potential. Because even if somebody can put 10 zeros, wait a minute. Yeah, 10 zeros on the back of a number. Every time you change the front number, the back number means something different, even if it's zero. Did you catch me? Even if you change the front number, the back number is at the same value. Why is that? Because that front number means how many times you going to, let me say this, how many times are you going to be disloyal? That's how many times they're going to count for you to be disloyal. So if you said, I just made $10 million, then about 10 people around you going to die. I would run. Don't talk to that person no more. Tell them, man, God bless you, and keep going. Don't take no money from that person either. Baby Whisper, what you talking about? You see, when you sell yourself out, the only how they can feed your beast by keeping them chained is they have to take something that can unleash you. How do you unleash your beast? There's two ways. Either you can unleash yourself and make sure you wear, what's that suit Iron Man got? Was it titanium? I don't know. I ain't trying to call my kids out. Yes, I'm having an old person moment. Shut up. Anyway, you would have to put that suit on yourself. The second way is there are people like your mother, your father, your grandmother, some of your close blood related relatives, and then you are combined with other people. They are not soul ties. That combination is your ancestral ties to another family. But they must take them out to give you another chain to keep you where you at. See, if you want me to break this down spiritually, I can do it. If you want me to break this down psychology, I can do it. If you want me to do this sociology ways, I can do it. And damn it, I can even do it scientifically. But until you understand what you are worth and your potential is not for sale. See, y'all want to know why I always have so many problems with things. You can't buy me. You sure can't. I'm going to take the check and hand it right back to you, because while I'm handing it back to you, I'm going to tell you I'm rubber, you glue, whatever you said sticks right the fuck back to you. Times 10. And walk the hell away. That's how petty I am now. Show is. Why did your ancestors make that? When that was made up, they made it up because there are some people who claim they for you, who are in your same ancestral land. And guess what they do? They hate you only because you have an assignment. What they don't understand is everybody has an assignment. If you play that chessboard correctly, nobody is going to have this jealousy thing. Nope, that's not true. No, it's not. Because jealousy is a part of a magician's world. Everybody has the same notation that passes down through bloodlines. You want to take somebody's crown? I'm so sorry to tell you. You might be a clown and can put that mask on. You might be an actor that can put it on. But as soon as you put that crown on, you're going to curse yourself first. You can't give nobody your crown. You can let them borrow it. Nobody can take your crown from you. You can hand it to them. But guess what? As the passing of the crown goes somebody else and they took it by manipulation, what puts on their head is the curse of your family bloodline. How many of y'all knew that? Some of y'all going to be looking at me like, what the hell is she talking about? Let me help you out. Potential is the assignment that you are here for. Again, we are put here to help people. People are not put here to help us. Well, baby, what happens to the people that give you a job? How much money do you make from somebody else's job? Seriously. How much? How much? Now, I'm going to ask y'all the question that some of y'all can answer this question. I have two questions for you. First question is, how much money have you made your boss? The second question is, why are you letting a monetary value strap down your potential? Now, we all need the dead Benjamins. I'm sure some of them dead Benjamins roll around their grave saying, why the hell you put me up there? I don't want to be cursed, because some of them have did things in their time that they lived. And you know, Karma is a bitch. She like laughing at people. She do. She like laughing at people. I also know that us females are we one of the most dangerous people ever. Females are the most dangerous people ever. Why is that? I'm going to tell you that in a little bit. Now, I'm moving quite fast. Let's talk about embracing your inner strength. Some of y'all have been told your whole life what you're going to be. If I go by my parents, I'm going to be about 25 people. Wait, not including my grandparents. I think I done touched the hat about 10 of them. I'm 41. I'm damn it tired. We done. We done. Some of y'all have went around telling your friends what your inner strength is and your potential. Some of y'all have sat with some people that y'all call y'all best friends. Y'all call y'all homegirls and homeboys. You have sat with those people and you have let them know what your chessboard is. Now here's what I got to say. Are you ready? Here's what I got to say. Stop telling people what your potential is. Because in the end of this game plan, your potential and the people that you see that is going to, quote unquote, tell on you first, betray you first, is going to be the people that you think is going to be on your side. My question to all of you is this. You told your homegirl how good your man is, what he do for you, and everything else. She over there praising you, but in every other sentence, what she has to say is a negative notation. I'm going to say it again. Every other word is a negative notation. That's how you can point out jealousy. You on that block. You got everything you need. You got that, I don't know if I can say that, pew pew. You got that pew pew. You got that pack. You on that block, and you know what you doing. Every day you come home with money. Every day of the week is the name of a money game to you. I have 2 questions for you. If shots rung out, how many people gonna shoot back but you? If shots rung out, how many people gonna say so-and-so was on the block with me? Ladies, you go to the store and you just talking to somebody. Y'all at the club or the bar and you just talking with somebody. You are having a platonic conversation. But all of a sudden, when you get home, somebody then told your man. I have 2 questions. Who told on you? The bartender? One of his homeboys saw you? You can tell the difference between a platonic situation and somebody doing something they ain't got no business. You can tell the difference. The question is, who thought it was important to tell your man at home? Fellas, somebody see your girlfriend, baby mama out there doing whatever they doing, but they found it in a great contingency to come tell you. Or we got some of these people that I wanted to sleep with her to make sure she can pass the test. I'm going to tell you who failed first. You failed first. Don't nobody belong in your relationship. And second of all, you decided to sleep with your homeboy's girl? What happened to bro code? I ain't even going to get to y'all because females, what the hell are you doing sleeping with a best friend or a brother? Do nobody have morals anymore? Of course they don't, because you got 5 side pieces, 2 thighs, and a whole 4 piece of breast in 2 different places. And then you going to turn around and ask, well, why am I so depressed? How about you get rid of those soul ties before you want to get yourself together? Do y'all not understand the assignment? See, they keep telling me that some of these boys are grown up. They're growing up criminals. I got 2 questions for you. A criminal is a businessman with the wrong chessboard. I say this again. A criminal is a businessman with the wrong chessboard. What you talking about? Can you tell me how much 2 dimes, 5 8/4, 9 pounds is? I bet you somebody yelling at this goddamn TV right now. I bet you they yelling. You can do it. Look, Chuck looks at me like I lost my mind. The numbers play in your head. Tell me a businessman that ain't got a criminal in him. Come on, tell me. All y'all white people that's round here saying the black community is criminals. Tell me a criminal who ain't a businessman and a businessman that ain't a criminal. Because in some time of your life, you done crossed the boundaries of what they call legal law. Why we got corporate law? And a banker, don't get me started. Because y'all got to look at people and lie your asses off. Y'all got to take from people that you know ain't got 2 pennies to rub against. You are the worst criminal. Why? Because you wear a suit. For y'all homeboys is sitting on the street right now. Some of y'all in jail right now. Some of y'all in jail because I ain't no snitch. Really? Are you snitching or telling the truth? Because as far as I see, homeboy, you sit behind bars. They out there and ain't nobody even come up to even talk about your character. But you ain't no snitch. No, you just a jackass in a yellow suit right now. That's what you are. Stop performing for people. Stop performing for people and authentically, courageously put yourself out there. You snitching? Really? Because let me tell you something. The federal government, we talking about Homeland, FBI, CIA. No, I ain't done yet. Internal Revenue. We talking about DEA, FTA, FTI, ATF, and all of them. Tell me why one of the most biggest criminals in some of these penitentiaries are not sitting there. What you say? Yeah, don't get alarmed. My blood pressure is still high. It's still not going down. What she just said? She said some of the biggest criminals, along with blowing my nose, some of the biggest criminals in the world is not sitting there. Why are they not sitting there? I'm going to tell you why they're not sitting there. Y'all want to know how that meth house that nobody can tell where it was, how it got caught? I'm going to tell you how it got caught. Y'all want to know how the DEA making something better than what y'all got on the street? Y'all want to know why fentanyl got out there? Stop playing with yourself. What I have to say to you is this. A smart businessman knows the board. We all know if you a certain color and you trying to be a businessman, you automatically known as a criminal. You ain't even known for nothing else. You can only have the University of Life and you can tear some of them businesses and turn their asses upside down. However, you are a criminal. You want to know why most felons can't do anything? First of all, some of y'all block boys, if y'all watching this in prison, some of y'all need to go back and say if weed is legal, then what's going on here? Then they're going to tell you about certain pounds and everything else. Why they talking about certain pounds and everything else? You should be able to take a drug class, get your ass out of jail. But they ain't going to do that. You want to know why? Because some of y'all are still listening to that person that's pulling your chains. And before I go there, and you know I'm about to touch this, as a grandmother and a mother, it disgusts me to see some of y'all females. And it hurts to pass out a baby. Shit, they talking about something. Get in that classroom and tell them kids how wonderful. It is very wonderful to have a child. But guess what? As a girl, we have to have the child. All the guy got to do is just sit there, push a little white thing out, and then take care of him afterwards. You going to be going through some damn pain. And all the pain you go through in labor is how your child going to put you through pain till they turn 21. And some of them going to put you through pain until you die. Stop fussing at your kids and turn their beast where it needs to be. Perhaps you might see something different come out of this. Stop telling your kids y'all live in the hood. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, ghetto superstar, won't all these girls work around here twerking. Somebody see your ass twerking, they gonna popped you right on your ass. Ghetto superstar was the girls getting up there. You can do what the guys do, but you still got respect. We have changed so many words, and the beast within us is now some coward hiding behind what they need to be uplifting. If you don't got no courage right now, get your ass up and tell them you want to do something. Watch the haters come to you. They're going to come right to you and say, you can't. Every time you see it, you hear, you can't. The first time you can, put $100 in the jar. I bet you your ass going to the Bahamas. Why are we still listening to people who do not have our interests in heart? You can tell. You're going to see some of these people that's going to say, oh, I believe you. Oh, I'm behind you. Open that store up and see how many of them coming in and buy something that ain't under $5. You want me to stop? I ain't done yet. For those of y'all sitting behind bars who are still wondering that your homeboy is going to be there when you get out, you are now considered the scapegoat. In all of your life, I hope you know, when you are labeled the scapegoat, they're going to use it. You're a little bit too hard on us. I ain't done yet. I'm going into that time zone where I'm about to tell you something for real. Because some of y'all girls sitting here and say, I'm a queen. I'm a queen bitch. Call me a bitch and see what I do. I do not comply to nobody but myself. I do not need anybody telling me how beautiful I am. I do not want to hear that you a bad bitch because, girl, you can't even spell it. Oh, I can spell it. Can you spell it? Can you? Tell me what a bad bitch does. Tell me. You gonna name all this stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the words you just put out your mouth. And for those of y'all running around calling yourself a garden tool, you don't know what I'm talking about? A garden tool. For those of you who don't know what that garden tool means, it means that anybody can use you for a certain amount of time and throw your ass away. You want me to keep going? Let me keep going. For all y'all who like to call yourself a boss bitch, it's an oxymoron. Don't call yourself a moron. A boss is a person who can get up there and do whatever they need to do. That is a boss. A bitch is a person that complies. A boss can't comply to anybody but what they made it to do. But you a boss bitch. And you know I'm about to go there because y'all know I hate this word. A side piece. They ready to tear your ass up and fry your ass. Side piece. Side piece. We talking about chicken? By the way, black people, slaves, were named chickens. They were going to send us to the coop. So those of y'all black girls out there calling yourself a side piece, you a slave. You ain't know that? No, you ain't know that. Because your mamas out there yelling the same thing. And now we got ignorant mamas who's sitting here telling people that my kid is a beautiful bitch. Boy, my grandmama is rolling over right now. How can a dog be beautiful? We are queens. We are jaguars, cougars, lions, lioness, leprons, a couple other things. We are not dogs. If you are a dog, then you are somebody who they are slaved. Are you slaved? Is that what you are? Because some of y'all up here on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube saying, ain't no slave no more. Funny story, when EPT come out, I see everybody in the grocery store buying what they want. I see girls on TV twerking their asses to make money. That's how you do. That's how you do. But understand, it's not what somebody else think. It's you in the mirror at night. It's you underneath your covers at night. It's you who feels that pain. Where's your pride and your crown? By the way, don't tell me that your mama didn't teach you, because at a certain point, your crown becomes yours. Either you're going to wake up and grow up, or you're going to continue to pop out slaves. You want to know why they want to bring back slavery? Because all we birthing right now is slaves. Y'all slave to somebody else telling you something. Y'all slaves to the industries out here. Y'all slave to other people. When are we going to come back with the warriors? You can't unleash a beast that got chains on. Why do you think they break free? Now, for those of y'all who want to always go here and tell me, the slaves came in like this. The slaves did this. The slaves did that. I don't give a damn about no slaves. I give a damn about the people today. I give a damn about these kids today. I give a damn about everybody. You can tell I'm mad because my nose is just going. You can tell I'm mad. So I'm going to stop for a second. I don't care. They are now putting on our children a notation that we are not getting rid of. Y'all talking about Generation Z and that. Well, wait a minute. Generation X and everything else. Y'all talking about that. I'm going to tell you why they doing what they doing. Tell you why they doing what they doing. They have already changed our children's mind without asking us. Because we are so busy wanting our second childhood. You lost your second childhood when you decided to pop out a child. For those of y'all who ain't got no damn kids, you lost your second childhood when you decided you were going to step into this world. This world is not for children. How the hell we know that? They got all our grandbabies and babies around here listening to the Pound Town. In a place, we would say that was child abuse. In a place. Young lady got up here. She got on TikTok and told all y'all, this is not right. Y'all tell her because she twerking. She 22 years old. What does that have to do with a 5-year-old twerking? Yet every person in our community said that they took up for her and left her in the dust. You cannot start a war if you don't have an army. And you don't have an army if you got a bunch of sheep. And if you don't know what your inner beast is, you have a bunch of sheep. Bad. Y'all know what y'all do? I'm telling you what y'all be yelling bad. I want my rights. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Because some of y'all don't even know what your right is. You don't even know what's right and wrong. But you're going to get up there and tell everybody that you do. I don't know who listening. I don't know who need to hear this. But I'm going to tell you this. In the combination of this all, your beast is still waiting on your self-worth. But in order for your courage and your inner strength to come back, you need to show yourself loyalty. How many of y'all are loyal to yourself? Now, I'm not talking about when somebody needs help, you're not helping them. I'm not talking about when somebody needs something, you're not helping them. To be loyal to yourself takes you out of the box. It makes you selfish. You don't want to help me. Ask that person, can you help yourself after I help you? For all y'all people who walk around so depressed and negative and everything somebody do, there's a negative notation. And oh my God, is woe is me. If you don't take that jester who laughing his ass off out your beast, if you don't tell him to go kiss your ass and go somewhere, we do not want to hear that. How do you take depression and turn it upside down? Love yourself for a whole week straight. Tell everybody who around you, this is my time. If they don't understand when you say this is my time, then there's a problem. The problem is we so used to everything being about us. You are not put on this world for others. You are put on this world to help others. Therefore, there's someone here that's supposed to raise you up and help you. Stop performing for these magicians. A magician gonna show you his best trick. And I ain't talking about no girl either. We ain't gonna go there. He gonna show you his best trick. And with minutes of you seeing something else, it's gonna disappear and change. An illusionist can bring up your inner desires. A magician can do the trick. But a king and a queen can knock them down. Stop falling for these illusions. I'm going to give you 6 weeks and I'm going to heal you. No, the hell you ain't. You go to somebody to heal. They're supposed to teach you the techniques. You are supposed to show the accountability to heal yourself. The beast in you is yelling to you. He bringing up all them memories for you to hold accountable, for you to understand that this is not your fault. And the whole time you telling somebody what you could change. What the hell are you going to change? Circumstances happen because sometimes we put on the board and sometimes we got what we call the magicians of magic pushing things our way. The last time I had to get up here and do something about that, we had a hell of a breakout. Nobody wanted to come back for more. I'm not up here to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. I'm up here to telling you that you need to unleash your potential. In order to unleash your beast, you must understand, execute, and courageously mature your beast. That is what your potential does. But where do we go to get it? I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all. If somebody else got to give you affirmation, you are not ready to unleash your beast. Because your beast is going to go out there and do some mass destruction. Somebody said to me, how do people go out there and they do mass destruction? Because they are so tired of losing. They are so tired of trying to find somebody that's going to accept them. And guess what they do? I'm going to make you famous. How many people who are doing mass destruction ain't famous? Go ahead and tell your kids for the wrong reason. Go ahead. Because I believe kids now can shoot more than adults. For those of y'all who want to be a hood boy on the street, I got something to tell you. I got something to tell you. There's an old slave out there from 1920. Did I say slave? Yes, I did. From 1920, who ran a speakeasy, who ran a shot house, who ran card house, who ran a couple of things, telling y'all boys on the street that you are sheep. How many of y'all gonna take your potential and go do something for yourself? Some of y'all so scared not to be a part of something. I choose life. I don't know about you. Sometimes we put on this board to play a game. There's plenty of games we play on the board. But I just got 2 questions for you. Because somebody told me, I want to be a wife. I've noticed something. I'm just going to say this. I noticed something. Barbie has made every kind of woman possible. She ain't made no wife, Barbie. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, think about it. We have every part of Barbie. We got Barbie who can be president. We got Barbie who an astronaut. We got Barbie who a baker, a cook. We even got a mama Barbie. But we damn sure ain't got no wife one. Did y'all ever think about that? No? See, what you got to understand is Hollywood tells you something. Somewhere in between. Somewhere between all them lies is the truth. Because you can't have lies without some bit of truth. If we teaching our kids that you can go get pregnant and Ken ain't got to be there, watch what they tell your children. And they've been telling that to us. Ken ain't got to be there. You know, you can just go find yourself another Ken to take care of you and your baby. You can be a career woman, have kids, get yourself a big house, you know, and a car. She even got a van now. But she ain't got no wife, Barbie. She got Miss America. She got Miss whoever state. She got Miss Universe. She got even Miss Holiday. But she ain't got no Barbie wife. And then some of y'all gonna say, I'm gonna go and do what my mama did. Don't do that. Please don't. Please don't. Listen, your mama was divorced 22 times for a reason. She was. You want to know why? Because every man that she put a soul tie to, she was gonna make sure she was gonna get something back out. Can I tell you something? You can't be a wife if you don't know how to be a girlfriend. You can't be a girlfriend if you a hoe. I don't even know how to say that nicely. And before y'all say, you ain't going after the guys, kings. If you are a pimp, if you sleep with more than 3 girls in a day, you a pimp. If you have more than 5 side pieces, this is not a harem. You don't know what a husband is. You can't be you shooting for stars that ain't even on your playing field. Some of y'all want to know, how come my marriage didn't work? I just got 2 questions. Does anybody know what a wife and a husband is? Because see, a wife knows when she's supposed to let her husband run. I said she's supposed to let her husband run, but her husband don't treat her like she's a part of the damn guest list. Are you a guest in your house, or do you belong in your house? Just got a question. What do I mean by that? Is that your seat that you sit next to him, or are you serving the table? Did you get me now? Question. For those of y'all who think it's okay, and if that's what you want to do, that it's easier for you to love the same gender of you. I just have this question. You realize that there still is a chessboard, right? You do know that, right? A real queen knows when to back off her king. I didn't say bow down. I said back off. And a real king knows when he is supposed to finesse his queen. But none of y'all know this. Where is the loyalty to the new bloodline you just created? Question. Oh, this happened and got us thinking she just telling us something. Did it really? Did it really? I ain't done yet. So y'all don't understand. When we get up here and we try to tell you something, we pulling you in to helping yourself. So let me uplift you. If your husband has cheated on you more than one time, you need to get the fuck out that house. If your wife is around entertaining other men, you might want to get her some money, get her some bags, put her the fuck out. Baby whisper, that's what therapy for. No, sweethearts. See, therapy is supposed to help you co-parent. Therapy is not supposed to help fix a relationship that shouldn't even been a relationship. It became a soul tie to a relationship because that's what y'all named it. And soul ties are only tied with negative notation. For those of y'all who didn't know that. And for those of y'all who go into that building and listen to some man or woman get up there and tell y'all, God can fix it. That inner beast in you telling you, fool, get your ass out that house, take your soul tie, burn it, and keep going. If you have a baby with a person, that is not a soul tie. A baby is a whole human. If you have babies with your baby mamas and baby daddies, which that is so wrong to say. However, if you have children with other people, they are called connections in your bloodline. They are not soul ties. So stop treating your children like they are cursed. Oh, she getting somewhere. Did y'all know that most children who are born out of wedlock can go and make themselves more predominant than children who are raised by both parents? Then they gonna tell me, that ain't true. Oh my God. We just seen the government tell us that there's no such things as pyramids in the United States. Can't they asses somewhere that they weren't supposed to and uncovered pyramids? We just witnessed the government do some shit in Hawaii, and don't come for me because I know all y'all secrets. We just seen them do some shit in Hawaii, and now in New York, they having problems with the same people we were supposed to have down in camps. Yet 600 children disappeared and died. Yet that wasn't on the news. What was on the news that Biden is not minded to be Biden. We been knew that. Tell us something new. Aborigines don't exist in America. Yet you go over to me. You go over to Chicago and New York, and you uncover caves with Donato on it. For those of you who are not smart enough, the Ebonics of native indigenous language is Bonito. And Bonito was spoke by the people darker than me. That you have records of little old Christopher Columbus, who came the first time. See, when they talking about Columbus came over here today, that he came and he found land that he already saw people on. You know, when he first came over here, he saw the black native. That was the native that shot at him. They let them land, kept them in one spot, told them cat asses back where they came from. Then he came back and saw what they called the red man. For those of y'all who understand what's going on is bullshit talking. And then you're going to tell me, baby, but prove it. I don't know who be paying attention. For y'all who be saying y'all be listening to the bullshit of the white man, and y'all don't say what he say, but you saying what he say. I done got into an argument with plenty of historians. The historians then got into an argument with me because they turned around and said every black person was a slave. Yet we knew in New York, we knew up north in some places, we knew in Rhode Island there were free black people. Florida, free black people. How did we know that? Because when they started doing wars for the Civil War, what happened? What happened? Come on, y'all scream at the screen. Y'all up here, if somebody up here rapping or talking, you up here screaming at the screen. What happened? What happened was the Confederates got some of their asses handed to them down in their own spot because they found out they had free Union people there. What happened with Texas? I'm going to tell you what Texas is. Texas has always been the state. Louisiana too. I don't know what happened to them. Louisiana, Texas, where Arizona and New Mexico have always been the places where they would kick the United States government ass and hand it back to them. Why? Because for the people. For the people. We ain't talking about the people in power because technically they ain't in damn power. They keep telling us that our contingency is low because they keep killing us. The money they talking about, look in the fucking mirror. Without us, this country means nothing. If you want to know how much you are worth, I wouldn't tell you to go on the internet and do it because you can't. But I can tell you look in the mirror. Because if you are taken out, guess what? They got to make more of us. People are the most valuable thing in this world. People. People are the most valuable thing in this world. And somebody looked at me and they said, well, Baby Whisper, one young boy told me, Baby Whisper, tell me what is my value? Take your age, times it times the square root of 4, divided by 3, multiplied by 20, and then add 100. You get trillions of dollars. See, all the money in the world is not supposed to buy your beast. But some of y'all selling y'all beast for $1,000. It's kick money. Keep telling yourself you mean nothing. You have no loyalty to yourself. You cannot unleash anything. Your beast gonna come out, yarn, and go the fuck back in. When you realize that you are the most powerful thing in this world, when you realize that, yes, you, I ain't talking to nobody else, I'm talking to you. When we start teaching our children that their worth is more valuable than a word, then we are ready to have a war. Right now, we ain't even ready to have a talk. And God knows, other countries know. You keep yelling, you going somewhere. Okay. I have this to say to y'all. While you going somewhere, all of your ancestors that fought to have their name here will be dishonored. I'm going to tell you the right way. For those of y'all who yelling, I'm going to visit my motherland. Okay. But just understand, every person who fought for you to be where you at right now will be dishonored. Because what was the point of some of them dying? You have no loyalty to where you are. We were born here. My people came from here anyway. But that don't mean, for those of y'all people who had that unmistakable privilege, you, your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your granddaddy was born here. You have dishonored your bloodline because you have no value in yourself. Where you run into, you don't know what the hell going on in the other country. Some of y'all asses ain't even been outside the United States. But you going to unleash your beast and you going to go help your whole community. I got a question. What's the old lady name down the street? And don't tell me Miss Jenkins, because we all you see out there. Miss Jenkins live down the street. Miss Jenkins knew your mama, your daddy, they mama, they daddy, your daddy's side pieces, your mama's side piece. She knew every goddamn thing. I tell you what Miss Jenkins also did. She protected her community. That's what she did. When she saw some shit weren't real, she went to the real warriors of the community. She went pulled one of them boys. I know your grandmama, boy. Come in. He might got a color on, but for Miss Jenkins, he gonna carry his ass down there and see who the hell in that car. Where your loyalty? You don't have loyalty to yourself. Some of y'all yelling, I stand, you stand for what? Fraud? What you stand for? Tell me what you stand for. Tell me what you stand for. I stand for me. Then I stand for my bloodline. Because without standing for yourself, you are just a problem. Oh, she didn't even give us no time. Give you time for what? I gave you some time. I gave you time to understand that you need to see this video. I gave you time to understand all the bullshit somebody was going to talk in. And I gave you time for you to paddle yourself back and forth and try to understand what the hell going on. But I will refuse to give you any more time to hurt them kids. If you see a harem with the kid and that kid is calling out for help, as a real queen and a real mother, your ass is supposed to try to help that child. It don't matter what somebody else thinks. It matters that your beast is telling you, go get that child and feed him. If you see your homegirl doing bullshit, call it. If you see your homeboy walking himself into a death door, call it. Some of y'all ready to take that game piece. You can't have what ain't yours. But your beast gonna let you take it because he gonna feed on it. Tell you how tricky free will is. Your beast gonna feed on what is not yours. And then while his stomach ache, he gonna make sure yours ache 25 times to tell you this shit was wrong. But once he done teaching you a lesson, he done. He don't feel no more pain. He laughing his ass off at you. You feel like they laughing at me. That's yourself laughing at yourself first. That's yourself telling yourself that this is not okay. That's yourself. That is. If y'all want to know who I'm looking at y'all. How we gonna end this? I'm gonna end this like this. I'm gonna end this like this. In the end of everything that I did, I never told you the mechanisms, the calculation. I never told you the manipulation of what they do. I told you what you do to yourself. At the end of all of this, if you don't understand that you got to first look inside yourself with a real deep scope. I mean, I want you to get all, y'all know how y'all knows in other people's business. I want you to get all up in your business. I know my business. The hell if you do. In the last 30 days, how many men or women have you slept with? I'm going to pause for dramatic effect because some of y'all are going to be counting off a while. So I'm going to pause for dramatic effect. In the last 30 days, how many times have you knocked yourself down to fit in? In the last 30 days, what have you done to uplift your family and your bag? And going to work is not counting. In the last 30 days, what have you did to help your community? Some of y'all gonna say, I ain't got no money. You damn sure got 2 hands, 2 legs, a mouth, and hands that you hold phone up with. You can carry your ass up there and go talk to an old person. You see them kids outside? You know, the $1.25 store have a lot of shit you can go into and do. A basketball still works. Kickball still works. Some of them gonna be like, what y'all old people used to do? Kick a ball outside in fresh air. Well, it ain't fresh no more. We don't know what the hell they're spelling. They spelling, spilling, planting. We don't even know. In the last 30 days, how much time have you spent with yourself? If you haven't spent at least 7 hours with yourself in 30 days, then you don't even know who the hell you are no more. In the last 30 days, when have you looked at yourself bareback? Now, please don't go into a mirror naked and tell your roommate or tell your husband or your wife that I've gotten here because the baby whisper said I need to be bareback. Bareback means in the last 30 days, when have you told yourself the truth? In the mirror. How many of y'all look in the mirror? I don't. I'm one of them people. I walk past the mirror. I don't look in the mirror. Nope, I don't. But I also know who I am. I know that I don't have worth. But I just say, I don't have worth. You cannot put a value on the baby whisper. What you can do is pay me how you respect me. You confuse on worth and respect. See, everything about money. But everything ain't about money. The most powerful monetization is a human being. Why you think we still got slavery, trafficking, and everything else? You still worried about the wrong things. You worried about how many friends you got. I just got 2 questions. Last month, when you ain't had no food in your house, how many of your friends came over and brought you food? Even if it was oodles and noodles and Kool-Aid. Who brought you something? Last time you had a major event in your life, whether nobody else thought it was major, and you was like, girl, I was toe up. How many people showed up? Let's not even go there. How many people actually called you and said, peekaboo, and you gonna say, bitch, what? That conversation right there, that right there is the people you need in your corner. And by the way, before I end, for those of y'all who have more than 4 people in a corner, you need to learn how to count again. A room is 4 squares. If you don't have 4 squares behind you, then you don't have nobody in your corner. You looking at me like, there she go, blowing her nose, and she telling us all. I don't even know when we take a day off. You know, we got more people against us than we got with us. But the both of our beasts, they can't touch. They can't understand why they can't take out the baby whisper movement. Newsflash, none of us bow to the wind. We control the wind. Why you think I say whisper? If you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you, please watch this video over again. You didn't give us no points. I gave you every point you need for authentically me. There are 17 savage rooms. How many doors are you willing to walk through? Because since I made the doors, guess what? While I'm here talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. Because some of this stuff I forgot. I forgot to pour love into me. I forget that I need to stop sometimes. Because if the beast is wounded, the body is shambled. That's how some of y'all lose. And we are going to do a tape on the chessboard of life. It will be me and Chuck doing that. I'm not going to talk about chessboard of life no more. Some of y'all don't even know what to call yourselves. I still want y'all to go back and look at gangs in New York. Not one person called themselves a criminal. They called themselves a businessman. Not one person called themselves a gangster. They called themselves taking care of business. Change your mindset. The only how you going to unleash that beast you got if you change your mindset. Then it's time for you to face who the hell you is. And I guarantee you, we had problems putting this together. And we at home. I ain't even want to do it nowhere else. I wanted to do it at home comfortably. So when I cuss you out, my neighbors already know I be laying y'all out. So that's what I wanted to do. But on the 28th, I'm going to put myself on the hot seat. Now ask yourself, every time somebody tries something, she come right the fuck back. If you didn't know what my inner beast is, it is a wolf. I surround myself with bears. And if you really didn't know, there are panthers that run around us. All of the animals that love being in shadows. But at night, the wolf howl, and the wind carries the howl. And when that wind carries that howl, the other wolves are saying, where they come from, east to west. There'll be 2 groups going east and west. Eventually, they'll find the howl. All right. So, I don't even know if nobody in here because I can't see. I don't even know. I could have did this whole event without anybody even being in here. But I'm going to tell you what I did do. For all y'all sponsors is watching us. This is what I have to say to you. I am no longer going to perform to show you what I can do. It is time for the movement to do what we do. Either you going to jump onto the train or get bowled the fuck over. I don't care who you are. Because I've realized something. In doing this whole thing twice, by the way, I've done this twice. Because every time I do something, either the camera don't work, cut off, lights cut off, internet cuts off, it just gets crazy. But at the end of this all, I feel good about doing this. Even though I just sat here for an hour and a half and my whole neighborhood got to hear me. And for the people outside, it is called #Whisper If You Hear Me 4. See, I don't do what I do for fame. I don't give a damn about fame. Actually, after everything I just seen on YouTube, keep your fame. I want the fortune. Because we are here to give back to the community. Chuck, what's your last word? What?
Yeah, he gave it to him. But see, okay. I know that your style, right, and the way that you deliver, it's probably some people who are going, they caught some of it, They might not have caught all of it. What I say is when you go into a class, a master class, a short class, an informational little piece, or anything like that, you should always come with like a pen, a piece of paper, or your tablet, something you can put down notes on so that you can understand later on. You can put it together, understand exactly what, what I'm saying, is being said. We got some things coming up where we're going to give it to y'all, what y'all used to, what y'all programming is used to.
I'm glad you say that, because if you inside the Savage Room on Monday, you're gonna see some of them affirmations I was talking about. You're gonna see it go up inside the collective. Only the membership collective can get that. My keynotes will be inside the collective afterwards. So you're having the Savage Room. Something that he said to me: when you teach to some people, they have to see it visually, and then they have to hear it autodactylically. And as a teacher, I understand that. So this is why we own the Patreon page. I'm up here so I can be able to give y'all the gems you need. Because whether you know it or not, as one of the, and I'm one of the moderate with 3,900 on TikTok, I'm one of the big creators, which is amazing, isn't it? Because some of y'all treat me like I'm Annie Mae.
Crazy.
Is that name? I don't know.
All
right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Listen, I took some notes, right? So how do I release my beast, right? Because that's what this was about. That's what we was in here doing. So I was listening while y'all was listening. So how do I release my beast? And so I just got a few things, right? Be loyal to yourself. Call yourself out. Look yourself in the mirror every day and call yourself out. Watch what you have around you. Because telling everybody your next event, your next passion, what you trying to do is not always good with what you got around you. So pay attention to who you got around you. Get rid of soul ties. Because when you get rid of soul ties, a lot of what you got around you that you really don't need to speak around can be gone.
Right.
Listen, learn to love the truth. Now, she might not have said it exactly like that, but that's what I heard when she was saying what she said was learn to love the truth. Because if you don't, you got to love the truth. And you got to learn to love the truth and the way you do that is you got to say the truth to yourself.
That's your
because this has been scientifically proven that, okay, this is what they say. The scientists tell us, right? That your cells here, every word that come out of your mouth goes through your body first, right? It goes through you first. Your cells get that, right? And we tell ourselves so many lies that our own bodies don't even believe us no more.
Right.
That's why some of y'all do them affirmations for 2-3 days. It's like, this ain't changing nothing. It don't work.
Why.
You know why? Because your body can't even believe you. Your own cells can't even believe you, bro. They telling you was a liar.
And how do you do it? How do you overcome it? You keep saying it.
Right. Continue. Continue. It takes 13 days for you to form a habit.
Yes. Actually, what you're supposed to say is, I know that I don't believe this, but this is what I'm going to do now. You have to call accountability in order for your body to conform to what the words coming out of your mouth is.
I'm going to do this until I believe it. Because if I see it, I got to believe it, right?
Right.
Be authentic. That was another thing that I got right here. I ain't trying to rehash everything. I'm just telling y'all the notes I took so you can know how to unleash your beast in case you didn't take no notes, right? So again, then go back and play this again. So you can take down these and you can take my notes. You understand? So learn the board. Because life is a game that they play on us, y'all. And if we don't even know the board, we don't know the pieces, we don't know how things supposed to move or work, we ain't never going to make it. They just going to be you a pawn. Which,
by the way, is our next live on TikTok, is the chessboard of life. However, I'm going to game up one. And on YouTube is going to be the part 2. So part 1 is going to be on TikTok. And part 2 is going to be on YouTube. And the reason why we're doing this now is because some of you are conforming to putting us in a place that we're not.
Right. Yeah, we can leave that right there. So the last 2 things was learn the difference between worth and respect. I'm going to tell you this. I try to teach my children this their entire life. I say certain things to them. I always say certain things to them, even now. And respect is to value. And when I finally learned what respect really was and what it really meant, I was like, dang, you know what I mean? All this time running around, we like respect this and respect that. You're going to respect this and respect that. Respect is the value. So the thing you're respecting is the thing you're valuing.
Right.
So the difference between worth and respect is, excuse me, you listen, respect is a value.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just go look up the difference between, you can go look up, ask Google, you ain't got to look it up, worth and value.
Right.
What's the difference between worth and value? If y'all in sales or some type of business, you probably already know.
The difference between worth and
help
value.
your friends share it with them, you know, so you understand some things.
You know what?
And the last one, wait, let me tell the last one, and then.
No, I was about to fuss about my blood pressure, but that's fine.
We're gonna get you straight in a minute. All right, so face who you are, then exact the change. So these the notes that I got, these 12 things or whatever.
Shit, I should make him do y'all workbooks. Listen.
One thing I've been good at is taking notes.
Okay, so if y'all wondering, like, when I be up here talking, he might be listening to me quite well, but he gonna take my notes quite well. And what he gonna do is he gonna tell me what I've done right or wrong. Some of y'all I see have been on my TikTok saying to me, you know, we're late. We haven't went on your Patreon yet. Can we get in? Listen, I'm not worried about anybody else. What I realized is that some of y'all, you like talking good shit, but you ain't shit.
Mm.
Now, I'm explaining why I'm saying this, because everybody's worth something. When I say you like talking good shit, but you ain't shit, anything that you want to do is not going to be in the positivity for somebody else. Again, we were put on this earth to help others. We were not put on this earth for others to help you. When I say that, I mean that everybody has an assignment to comply to, which we have to help something. We teach, we cook, medicine, heal, protect. It is for someone else you are doing this. But selfish gain has no monetary value, because nothing selfishly got will ever be anything.
And listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. I think it's like Proverbs 15:3, Proverbs 15:7, something like that. Listen, when you repay somebody evil for their good, the Bible says, evil shall not depart from your house.
Right.
So when somebody just always giving, and they say, look, do this, and you say, I'm gonna do it, and then you don't show up, you just repaid us evil for our good. So you might want to consider and think about that, because we all want to blame somebody for everything, but you know, every action has an equal and adverse reaction or something like that, I think they said. So my thing is, everything has an answer.
I mean, told by the sponsors that they are completely shocked on what I can do. However, tomorrow you will see me up on TikTok live, not to do anything but answer questions. I'm not talking about Savage Room. And I'm told I will do that as a beginning opening for our new sponsorship. By the way, the Baby Whispering movement is now going to be protected by Pepsi.
Excuse me.
If you didn't know who they were by now. If you want to get...
My mama was a Pepsi-holic.
I am a Pepsi-holic.
Listen, every day... This is how long Pepsi been great, though. Look, every day before I walked to school, I used to walk around to the corner store, right, and get my mama a 6-pack of Pepsi. That's when they had them little glass bottles. You turn them back in for like 5 or 10 cents.
Can we get some of those? I mean, it'd be great to have some of those instead of the plastic. Anyway, but yeah.
Look, though, Pepsi been in my family for a minute.
You right.
Know what I'm saying? Listen, it's one of the millions they made probably came from us. I'm trying to tell you. We ain't gonna front.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the next Savage Room, and then we're gonna roll into what because I'm supposed to hit 2 in that corner, so we got about 10 minutes, which is great. So we're gonna talk about the next Savage Room. The next Savage Room will be live and proud. I'm not putting the next Savage Room on live. That's how much I'm gonna torture y'all. What is going to happen is, if you're a part of the Savage Room, you're going to see that little blink that's going to tell y'all that the recording of Authentically Me is in the Savage Room. If you pay for the Savage Room, you're not going to have a problem because it's going to be in there. By the way, by the time y'all see this video, you're going to see $15 on the Savage Room to get into those doors.
Yeah.
Queen Savage. Listen, I don't understand. Y'all go out there and pay McDonald's $20 for food that you're going to be hungry in the next 2 hours, but you complain about $15 and fixing your life and your kids. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say because I ain't got nothing else to say out my mouth after that. Anyway, so Queen Savage. The first Queen Savage. By the way, Brooklyn, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, the first Queen Savage is in Atlanta, Georgia. There are some people who like to know, can I bring it authentically somewhere else? You don't know us very well. I plan on bringing...
What does that mean?
That means they don't know if we are just comfortable in our own state and in front of a regular crowd, or can I go down?
Never even occurred.
I don't even care because apparently I be speaking. Listen, I didn't understand that I have Europe, Ireland, Scotland. What else we have? Japan, Australia. Who else we got? New Zealand. I just say Australia. Yeah. The Arabian Islands, which I didn't even know y'all had internet. I ain't trying to be funny. South Korea. I'm like, what? Really? Vietnam. I didn't know y'all had internet. Don't get mad at me because when I went over there, y'all internet sucked. So that's why I was kind of confused. Germany. I don't know when the hell Russia would do social media, but apparently I have some followers in Russia. You will never see me unless you go up somewhere else close to you because ain't no way in hell. Siberia, y'all got internet? Congratulations, because it's cold as shit over there.
It's so cold. I think the signal is pretty.
So, Queen Savage is welcome to the savagery. By the time we get to Queen Savage, we just did on Alicia B's, we will have Authentically Me done. And then we will get Welcome to the Savagery. After Welcome to the Savagery, we count down every month with 2 Savage Rooms until we get to Brooklyn. For those of you in the Bronx, that Lionheart will be done in the Bronx. So stop complaining.
And you know this.
I'm not going to leave my own place out in the open. So, yes, Brooklyn takes the second Queen Savage of the year, which is Day of Reckoning. Why not do it in Brooklyn? Brooklyn is where there was a rebellion that everybody houses got towed the hell up. I don't even think they had houses standing. They had the barn standing. But that wasn't the point. That's something we're going to do then. And we are going to take a 2-month break. Well, we're not. We're going to take a month break because on the 17th of October is Day of Reckoning. And on the 18th of October is my birthday. And for some reason, I'll be in New York. I was born in New York. I'll be back. Anyway, some of y'all have been asking, when are you going to let us see other things? As far as what I'm going to do is most of the stuff is going up on the Patreon page. That's where we're going. I'm going to come YouTube. For those of you complaining from YouTube, you're going to see a lot more of me up there, but not too much because some of y'all crazy. I thought Facebook and TikTok was because some of y'all just crazy. Like I be getting questions like, what does the dog feel? The dog is laughing. I don't know. Happiness. Listen, don't keep taking things literal just to have an argument.
Look, you gotta have fun at some point. Laughter is good for the heart. So you gotta have fun. You gotta laugh. Everything can't be, gravely serious. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Come on.
TikTok, what I got in store for you tomorrow. I have a challenge tomorrow from Pepsi. And Pepsi, if you watching this, we need them numbers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We need that bond number. Yeah. Anyway, I have a challenge for some of y'all from TikTok tomorrow. So tomorrow he wants me to do the raising of the guards. Raising of the guards is when I get on and I have 5 subjects. I only go for 3 hours. Here's why I have a problem. Listen, this take the world out of me. It does. But I do it, and I'm so damn tired. And you know what? I cooked the sweetest pork chop because my kids ate half of it. And then Chuck didn't think I saw him. It's going to hurt his stomach. He was eating the pork chop.
I just wanted to know how it tasted.
What how it tastes?
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
see.
can't eat it, but it was good tasting anyway.
So, you guys want to know, are we going to sit down and have a dinner with everybody and do one of those? As far as, I don't know them people name. What's them people name? Red Bull. As far as Red Bull goes, I'm not too sure. I would have to look into what they're talking about. I don't want Atlanta to be dinner. And you're not going to get any alcohol either until afterwards. So I don't need you in there combative and drunk. I need you in there combative and listening. That's what I need. So we are going to do we're going to do 2 Q&As coming up for March, apparently. One Q&A will be on TikTok. One Q&A will be on YouTube. So TikTok, I'm disappointed in you.
Yes, very.
Very disappointed in you. No. From who? No, you not. Contractually, no, we're not. Anyway, so see, we be having these conversations because we just like this is what we need. If you are up here or you see this later at some later date, tomorrow, and I'm gonna get up on TikTok and say it. And listen, we had a blast. I now got 19 sponsors, apparently.
Hey, baby.
What I want to say to everybody who is doubting the Baby Whisperer movement, keep doing that. You know, I get disappointed in myself because I don't think I do a good job. And then I hear people like, I don't mean no harm. Y'all know we don't work together. But it was very nice to see the LGBT community of Georgia give me 9 wigs up. I don't know what that means. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. And I give credit where credit is due.
I ain't gonna lie, I rock with Georgia a little bit.
I give credit where credit is due. California, you're being flooded right now. Don't even think to see me anytime soon. Listen.
Look, but we will be praying for y'all because that's crazy.
That's crazy. But thank you for the limited edition of book readers. I think limited edition of book readers from California for giving me 22 books up and y'all only do 10. I'm confused, but okay. I'm confused.
Thank y'all very much.
Newport News. I see you. Newsom Park. I see you. You have been all over everywhere. And we might be crazy enough to just pop up while I'm doing, some kind of something. And I might just start asking y'all some questions. With that said, Marshall Court, we see you. We hear you. We coming. We are coming. I don't know who a Stewart Garden is. Apparently,
That's the SGs where
is that what we were with my library?
Testing the jumps.
Oh, so Stewart Garden. The somebody asked me would I would like to do something for the kids on the beach. I think that is a liability, but I think I have an idea for you. Now let's switch over to Norfolk, Chesapeake, Greenbrier area, TCC and Chesapeake. I am very honored if you will put something up to bring us that way. I'm very honored, and sure, I will take on the young women with children. Single moms with children. That's what we do. Norfolk, Barrard Park. What's up, y'all? Titustown, Barrard Park, and Military Highway, which I believe that's Poplar Hall. Poplar Hall. Y'all saying that I'm coming to Virginia Beach. Why I'm not coming? If you're on Virginia Beach Boulevard, you're in luck. Everybody can get there on the bus. Now, authentically me. It is, I think that's a Saturday, February 28th. However, February 28th at 3 p.m. It's not live. It's not. Y'all gonna get to see the beginning and the end. That's it. Authentically Me is coming. And you know what animal Authentically Me is? Tonight we were the Jaguar. We were red. We were black and red. That's why y'all see us with black on. On the 28th. On the 28th, we are the cougar. The colors is yellow and black. Please, anybody wearing yellow and black and gonna add a gang name, please don't get yourself hurt. Listen, don't come in that building with that bull. I am welcoming everyone in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now it's time for y'all to say something. I can't believe that most of y'all watch me. I was quite confused.
Yeah, it was sort of surprising.
It was confused. Chesapeake, what's wrong with y'all? Virginia Beach, y'all. What is going on there? I don't know. And it came from one of the. I don't mean this with no harm. It came. We live in Virginia. It came from one of the whitest neighborhoods ever. That no black person would actually step in to do something. They would be insulted. It came from that neighborhood, and I'm like, but you know what? I used to work in that neighborhood, and everybody loved Miss Yvonne for the wrong reasons. Because I used to cuss all my parents out. What is wrong with you? Anyway, what library will you see me at?
I know now. I know what you. I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But no, that's not. It's all right though.
No, it is.
Yeah.
What library will you see me in?
It was surprising.
Where do we go? Peril Barely, one of the authentically black libraries for February. Peril Barely, we salute you. We did the first Unleash the Beast in Peril Barely. Where will you see me on Wednesday? It might be Thursday because I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. So I don't know how that's going to work. Although the baby going to be rocking out and I'm sending her home to her mama. So if you are watching this, Ayani, then I'm sending her home after I give her chocolates. I'm pretty sure you're going to call your daddy's phone and I don't care. So you will see me do something. I might do a live. I might not. You guys want me to appear in places and I'm like, poof, I'm not a magician. Yeah. We love y'all all. Whispers. Please take a snooze around the Patreon page to see what's going on. Now, this is how funny I'm going to be. See this half of the video that me and him just sitting here telling y'all what's going on? You're going to see that appear on your timeline. Anything else, I'm going to have him take one of the slickest parts I just did. I'm going to have him take it out and show y'all what y'all missed. Why? Because I'm petty.
That's crazy.
We're trying to do something. We're trying to do something. And every time we do something, the black community shows that they are right about us. Because everyone who has got up here, every sponsor who's got up here has not been from our own community. That's crazy. And I'm going to end this, although it's not the 2 minute. Does that say 2? I ain't got no
2.5 minutes. Want me to talk for 2.5 minutes?
No.
I mean,
because we if I gotta get up here tomorrow, y'all gotta understand. If y'all leave, by the way, while you on Patreon, you're gonna see the chat room for the Savage Room. Sometimes you're gonna see me jump in, and sometimes you're gonna see him jump in, but understand he hate texting. So
I was just thinking, look, that I might just we gotta talk about that. We might see if we can get so many people to do something, and I might just sing some Sinatra for them people. They can understand what it really is. So, I ain't gonna do it though unless we're gonna have to set a goal for the people.
Well, listen, this is what we try.
Don't not right now.
I'm talking about something else. Do another goal. The goal tonight was $3,000. Actually, there were 2 goals. One goal was to reach 900 people, and the other one was $3,000. That's the goal that my sponsor set for me. I think I just told everybody off in one swoop. Y'all can't understand. Y'all can't mistake my passion for helping you for anger. But I didn't talk about that. And I'm going to talk about that in Authentically We Mean. But if you go look on our page, you're going to see 3 videos that is going to have a price value of $15. Actually, I'm going to make it $25 just to be funny. Because I know it's going to sit there. And then I can go use that same material somewhere else that other people got common sense. So anyway, I'm not being mad. I'm not being mean. But the reason why I haven't talked about where your passion comes from is because I want to do it and authentically me. I got up here and how long did it take me to do this speech for Unleash the Beast? It took me what?
The first one?
The first speech took me a week and a half to put together.
Yeah.
Look, somewhere around there. Yeah. I went in on Thursday, last Thursday, and I blew that shit down. I had the whole library quiet. The library was rustling, bustling until I started talking. Those people looked at me and said, "Where are people like you in the church?" I'm sorry, I don't conform to Catholicism. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just said it just like that. So, I didn't even do this speech. This speech came out the top of my dome off the same outline. It turned completely different. But I still believe that I gut punched y'all a couple of times.
Hey, listen. If it wasn't for all the, the cameras cutting off, the internet going out,
the sound going out, the internet going out.
If it wasn't for like all the ghostly things that was happening, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't have had to do this as, it wouldn't have been as much work.
I guess people waited. I stopped talking to come in. Take no notice. Be living a real house.
When you said something about them being outside, you didn't hear them blow the horn.
No, I didn't take no notice. No. Listen, this is our neighborhood. This is us. The Baby Whisperer movement is a real family that goes for real families. We want to purposely impact your life. That you gonna say, hell no, I don't want to hit him no more. You remember when your mama used to say, do you want an ass whipping or do you want an election? Those of us who grew up with parents that gave you both, we are the most tormented. So I'm just trying to give you a lecture for you not to get that life ass whipping.
Right.
And for our kids, I think a lot of us think because that we shield our kids, they're never gonna get those lessons. And that's the kids that they are attacking right now. The middle class, they're ripping apart.
Making you dream.
A middle class is being ripped apart right now. I'm good. I don't feel good. Yes, we are, which is gonna be great.
Get you treated up and stuff.
Okay, hashtag whisper if you hear me 4. You hear me saying whisper if you hear me all the time 4. Whatever donations you want to send goes to the business cash tag. We also have PayPal, which is the Baby Whisperer movement. Excuse me. The foundation is allowed to take in donations come March 5th. If you are a business and you're trying to look us up, we are a trust foundation. We are a nonprofit underneath the lawful links of our nation. So therefore, which means I don't have to go and ask someone permission to go in the neighborhood.
Right.
I'm not doing that. If you want to swing over to TikTok, I'm going to hop up there for at least 30 minutes. And then I'm going to sleep. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to eat my pork chop.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm going to eat my...
You was on TikTok first.
Right.
And then you came up here. And then we went on TikTok.
Which I'm probably not going to get on live. I'm about to do a video and cut it off. Because tomorrow he wants me to do a live. Yeah. Sean McGregor. We welcome you to the Baby Whisperer movement. However, where my money at? Anyway, I won't gonna let him do it because the way he gonna sound gangster. However, we have now joined forces as of February 24th with Pepsi. What y'all gonna do now? Y'all gonna cut me off? I'm gonna go tell Pepsi. Anyway, y'all know what we say. What we say.
Whisper.
And you will hear me. Will you hear me? Or do I got to keep yelling? Because I'm sick of yelling. I don't know either. You know what? Y'all know about y'all business.
Sort of your trademark. What's his name?
Like who? We all owe.
No, the dude, that remember we was watching a shark movie, he was standing talking to shark, ate his whole body. Like,
I don't know.
Nick Fury,
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, like Samuel Jackson always yelling. Even when he was in the cartoon, he yelled.
I know. All right, y'all. It's Baby Whisper movement. Savage Room, Unleash Your Beast is now complete. What we got to say? Shh.
And drop.